Ladies and gentlemen, we got Ninja. He talks about how after he was done being family friendly, all the criticism, everyone was railing him. He thinks he fell off. Let me just play this short 4 or 5 minute clip and let you hear him explain it himself.
I got told that I have a
fat ass. Sorry.
Oh
My God.
Tyler, how did you go from being ability
Every curse word is 10,000 V-Bucks minimum.
10,000 V-Bucks.
10,000 V-Bucks.
Tyler, I was family friendly for years because of you.
Are you bringing back family friendly Ninja?
I would
so like it's gonna be Ninja after dark and then family friendly throughout the day.
I would never do that. Here's the thing. People ask me like if I regret doing it a lot. Like a lot of people, I don't, because at the time I felt like I did feel like it was my responsibility to censor myself for the millions, hundreds of millions of kids that were watching me. Because a lot of parents, I would say the majority of parents don't actually monitor what their kids watch. So I did, and I knew that the majority of my audience, like, of course I had people of all ages that were watching me, right? But like, I was like, I'm gonna make sure that, just set a good example and just don't. Where'd you hear that from, son? I was watching Ninya. And so I don't regret it. And now as I'm older, I just don't care. I think that it is the parents' responsibility to make sure that they're monitoring what their kids are watching. And if, it's not like I'm a bad person, right? I'm not.
I know.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying bad things and
exactly
morally. So.
And I mean, like the majority of the time, like the parents swear in front of the kids and stuff, and you just say like, all right, kids, don't repeat what I say, kind of vibe.
Exactly.
And like you said, I think there's nothing wrong with it or anything, but it's just one of those things that people like to make a big deal out of, especially when you're a really, really big streamer and they expect everyone to set a good example. But at the end of the day, it's like it is the parents' responsibility. So,
but like I do it again. I don't regret it, and I respect people that do it, and because I get why.
Wait, so why would you regret it though? Like in terms of, do you think you lost viewership? Do you think you gained viewership from it, or do you think it was the same thing?
I think it was more of like how people perceived me. A lot of people didn't like, because I was still being hilarious and screaming and being crazy and running around and humping my chair and like taking my headset off and running around there. And like I was still doing crazy things, but it was just the idea. People were like, Ninja's not as entertaining because he's family friendly now, and it's like the. And it was just people that they labeled me as not fun anymore because I wasn't swearing, which is it just wasn't true, right? So that's the only reason I would have regretted it, right? To stop like that weird what's the word I'm looking for? Narrative.
You with like a the
narrative that I'm no longer entertaining because I don't swear. So I think
I think it's people kind of do the same thing in terms of, they think that because I'm family friendly that I don't know, I'm like locked into certain content and stuff. But like I'll collab with streamers that swear and curse. Like I did a role play with Extra Speed and stuff. And obviously I put PG-13 in the title. Yeah, and I put PG-13 in the title and whatnot. But I think that's what people want to see. They want to just see you be you. And I think like even when you did like keep it family friendly, I think you're still you. You're just like 100%. Messing around. You're having a good time. You're showing some of the best gameplay, that sort of thing. And
I was still impulsing Lupo off mountains. Like
people will say whatever they want to say. It's like you can't win. You can never make everyone happy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that was like the peak era, right? Peak Ninja, and then like after that. I mean, it just happens, right? It's like you die here or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like, I lived it, dude. Where
you are the villain.
I'm serious. Like, dude, the year of me grinding, I've talked about this several times before, but like the year, like that year, right? You know what I mean? OG Fortnite 2018, when I started, I was, even before the whole Drake thing, I was averaging hundreds of thousands of viewers. Every single streamer under the sun, guy, girl, doesn't matter. They were all like, oh my God, Ninja's the perfect person to be here and to show and it wouldn't want anyone else. Love everywhere, right? And then eventually, then came the criticisms, and then came, just the hating and the low tipper fade, right? And then I couldn't do anything right, and I think it's one of those things. Yeah, Misfits, take with 13 months. This will take the tier 1.
And I mean, at the end of the day, too, it's like people are still enjoying the content. It's just some people just move on from Fortnite and play different games, and so it's like, I just always think like you can't make everyone happy, but hey, we just do what we gotta do.
Hey boys, we're 7 years into this. There's no end in sight. OG coming back potentially again.
I'm having so much fun, dude. Like delaying my stream a little bit, and then so that I'm.
I don't know. You can tell he's bugged by it. He's bugged when people say things. He hates the way it all happened, but it's inevitable. When you're as big as him, you can't stay that big, So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.